Hello, everyone, and welcome to Boredom Busters. I'm Maddie Paul, and our co-host Perry Groton will join me pretty soon. He's out on assignment right now, but once he gets back, we will be giving you those weekend activities and events that you all want to see. Whether you're looking for food or family-friendly fun or just a way to give back, Boredom Busters shows you those local weekend events and activities that just bring neighbors together. And we're celebrating the new year, 2026. In fact, we're celebrating this new year strong and trying new ways to stay active. That's how we're starting this segment of Boredom Busters. Starting in January, South Dakota Aerial and Arts will offer yoga and more New Year's classes at the studio. Here's a look at some of the fun for aerial yoga. Kayla, I feel like I know yoga pretty well. Like I can imagine that in my mind. I can see the yoga mat on the floor. I can see me doing a ridiculous pose. But paint the picture for me. What is aerial yoga?
So there are many different kind of types of aerial yoga. We could do some things where it's a little more advanced. The aerial yoga that we'll be doing is more gentle flow, where if yoga is intimidating for you, we take that intimidation out of it. So our focus is more of a gentle flow. We focus on joint mobility, balance, decompression. So if you are coming to my class, what we work on is making sure that yoga is obtainable. So a lot of the people that come to my class have never even taken a yoga class. So if we're going into like a warrior one pose, we will have the fabric in our hands to help us with balance, because balance is something that is hard for some people. So we utilize the fabric to help people feel confident and safe while doing yoga poses.
So the fabric will be kind of hanging from the ceiling and we're kind of wrapping our bodies or any sort of appendage around these parts, right? This fabric and doing those yoga poses. Is that kind of what it's like?
Yes. So sometimes we'll just use it to hold for balance. So like, for example, if we're doing like a tree pose, a lot of people struggle to hold that particular move because you're only on one foot. What we'll do is have that apparatus in our hand. But in other positions that we'll do, we'll wrap our arms around the fabric. We'll put our legs in the fabric to help with the mobility so that you can move your joints around versus struggling with that balance to stay stationary.
You're talking about balance, and I was hearing like decompression too.
Yes.
What are some other benefits of trying aerial yoga?
So one of the things that I like to do at the end of class is we will sit in the hammock into our fabric and we will tip upside down. This is an optional thing that we do, but if you want to go upside down, that actually helps decompress spine. It helps circulation in getting blood back up to our heart. It helps drain the lymphatic system. So being upside down is really beneficial, but in a lot of yoga studios, it's hard to get into that position.
Right.
I can't do a handstand. And so I know a lot of people struggle with that, but there are so many benefits of being upside down. So I get rid of that scariness of it and help with a gentler way of getting upside down and hanging upside down.
I'm glad that you say it like that too, because I'm sure there may be people watching right now who are like, ooh, I really want to try this, but how do I take that step out of my comfort zone, out of that fear to try something new? So if there's someone who's watching right now that's thinking that way, trying to step outside that fear or that boundary that they have, what's some advice that you would give them? How would you help them take that step forward to be upside down or just try something new like this?
So our age level is between 16 to any age. In our first class, we had somebody who was in their 70s come into our class and absolutely loved it. We make sure that it's obtainable for everyone. We have extra steps involved. So like if you do need like a little extra, we'll bring out a chair so that you can hold, just to making it something so that everybody can get a little movement in their bodies.
Wow. And why do you think it's so important to add this type of opportunity, aerial yoga, to this area? I mean, were you seeing a need or a demand? Do you just love it so much that you want to spread that love? Like, what was that vision?
Watching my parents get older, I also used to work as a nurse, and seeing people get older and struggle with mobility or even falling. I noticed that there was a need for people who need a little more mobility in their joints, a little bit more movement, and being able to balance so that they're not worried about falling. So bringing aerial yoga in, I am hoping to help people gain more mobility and gain that balance. And it's not just for people who have never done it before. It is a great workout for an avid athlete. So even if I do aerial silks as well, and I work really hard, and this class is really nice for me because it helps decompress any like spine issues that I may have. So like if my back is hurting, I'll just flip upside down and and just relax a little bit, or just getting that mobility in my ball and socket joint in my shoulder or in my hips because they tend to get tight after a hard workout. So this is just a nice way to relax and just take a break from those hard classes.
You sound so knowledgeable about aerial yoga, and you're making me feel very comfortable about this too. So what's your background in aerial yoga? When did that start for you, and how did that love grow?
So I started actually doing aerial silks. I've been doing aerial silks for 8 years, and I wanted to add a little yoga into my practice. So I've been just kind of dabbling with both, and I saw that yoga in itself can feel unobtainable, but also aerial silks can be very intimidating. A lot of people think the fabrics, oh my gosh, I need upper body strength. I need to be strong to even start. This way we can segue both together and make it more obtainable for everybody. So it's not just I need to be a fit athlete in order to start. Anybody can start, anybody can do this, and we can just bring any sort of movement into anybody's daily life.
Wow, it sounds like a win for everyone.
Yes.
So we're wrapping up on time, but I want to ask to end this segment, when are the aerial yoga classes and how can people sign up?
Right now, our classes are in a series, but we also have drop-in classes as well, and they are on Sundays at 4:45, and it's at South Dakota Aerial and Arts.
Perfect. South Dakota Aerial and Arts will also have Intro to Circus classes. Think about that. In a variety of kids classes like Bounce and Fly Camp, and a rare instance of kids bungee around this time. So go ahead and check out South Dakota Aerial and Arts if you need something to do this weekend. But coming up next for Boredom Busters, we're taking a look at more weekend activity ideas and also a quick peek at weather conditions to help you prepare for an event-filled boredom-busting weekend. So stay with us for more. We'll be right back on Boredom Busters. And welcome back to Boredom Busters. Let's gather some ideas about what to do this weekend. We're actually going to look back at some stories our KELOLAND reporters featured this past week that will certainly work for this weekend. Up first, the State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls is marking a milestone in 2026 with a special film series. Travis Fossing tells us what moviegoers, like myself, can expect from the State 100.
The State Theater is celebrating a century in Sioux Falls in 2026. The historic venue is marking the occasion with a year-long film series.
The State 100 film series is a journey through cinema.
Executive Director Allison Weiland says the series will feature films from the 1920s through modern day.
We'll be highlighting 3 movies from each decade, a family favorite, one of cultural significance, and then a fan favorite as well.
The State 100 film series will make its debut on Thursday with the 1927 film Wings.
We looked at a number of movies when we were making our decisions here, and Wings, you know, it won Best Picture. It's the first Oscar winner for Best Picture. So it's really an important part of film history, but also Sioux Falls and American history as well.
The ones that we've got available so far, I've got tickets to almost all of them.
Diane Olson is a volunteer at the State Theater and is looking forward to one movie more than others.
The General, with the live score. I can't wait to see that. That's just coming up in another week and a half or so. And there's going to be somebody here doing a live score. When people think of silent movies, they think of The General.
There are so many great gems in this series, but I'm really looking forward to All About Eve, seeing Betty Davis on the big screen, black and white. I mean, I'm just really thrilled about that.
A journey through the decades paying tribute to the State Theater.
The State Theater has been around for 100 years and has shared countless family nights, first dates, and shared experiences, and it's a great way to come out and continue those memories.
So if you're inspired for Boredom Busters now, we've provided a link with a full list of movies, showtimes, and ticket availability under Travis's story on KELOLAND.com. I'm about to pull up a QR code that you can scan to take you to KELOLAND.com. So get your phones ready, get your iPads ready. I'm about to pull up that QR code right now. We'll give it 5, 4, 3, 2, now. So here's that QR code on your screen right now. If you scan it, it will take you to KELOLAND.com and just search for Travis's story about the State 100. And now, as we're heading outside to get to certain activities around the KELOLAND area, what will weather look like? And what will it feel like? Well, let's ask one of our meteorologists. Okay, Scott Munton, you have to give me good news about this weekend, and you have to give me bad news about this weekend, and I mean weather-wise.
So I can't say the good news is that it's a weekend. That doesn't count?
I guess it has to be weather-related.
Okay. Good news is Sunday will be warmer than Saturday.
Okay. And the bad news?
The bad news is Saturday will be cooler than Sunday.
This sounds like I am like a 5th grade teacher asking you to like write me like a complete sentence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well.
There you go.
I'm expecting.
Next question.
Next question. How about, well, no, let's just stick with this weekend. How about, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, of course, you got to listen to PG, Perry Groten, with what he's going to say on Boredom Busters.
That's right. We got to listen to that list that's coming up.
Considering I won't be here for a weekend morning show.
See,
I have to tune in and hear what's going on.
What's going on? See, you were doing that trend for a while, though.
Yeah. Well, you get into that November, December, the holidays, that time frame. Everybody gets a little busy, so we're covering for each other, and I'm awake anyway.
You could say that you just miss
weekend.
Perry and you want to work with him.
And I miss Perry, and I just want to work with him.
There we go. The truth comes out.
So there you go.
And
it's fun.
Well, I also miss Perry. And, he had a story that was pretty interesting and weather-related earlier this week because we flirted with nearly 50-degree temperatures. It brought many people outside to enjoy that mild winter weather. So Perry caught up with some people in Sioux Falls who had to remind themselves that this is actually January and not April or May.
Call it the dog days of winter.
Me and the dog walk twice a day, weather, regardless of the weather.
Paul Jarrett is way overdressed for a walk with his dog.
I'm kind of dressed for January, and I shouldn't be.
Jarrett's dog even lost its bearings in the warm weather.
Usually in January, you don't have to worry about mud. And the dog went, like I said, he went in the river today. He thinks he's messed up too with the weather.
People along the bike path have a little extra spring in their step because of the unseasonable warmth.
It makes you feel good to get fresh air and, lifts your spirits a little bit.
It's beautiful out. I haven't been on a walk in ages, so it was really nice. It was quiet. It's not really wet, so it was really nice.
The warm weather allowed drivers to get a clean start to the new year at local car washes.
Most definitely a good day to do it. As you can see, everybody else doing it. You feel me? So y'all might just come over here to Silver Star and come do it too.
Spirits are definitely on the rise, along with the temperatures.
Who would have thought that it's almost 50 in January? Yeah.
I also got a car wash when it was like that 50-degree weather out there, so I related to that one a little too close to home. But man, I miss Perry. So let's bring him on Boredom Busters. Coming up next, Perry will read the Boredom Busters list for Saturday and Sunday when we come back after the break. You're watching Boredom Busters. And welcome back to Boredom Busters. It's a fun time on Boredom Busters because Perry's here.
And it's a new year.
That's right, 2026, starting it off strong with a new Saturday Boredom Busters list to read, Perry. Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Racing enthusiasts will want to check out the Race and High Performance Swap Meet at the Expo Center of the WH Line Fairgrounds in Sioux Falls. More than 350 booths will be selling and swapping parts and other items from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is $8, free for children 12 and under. Shop for produce, flowers, baked goods, and artwork at the Winter Farmers Market. It's taking place twice a month through April from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Mosaic Arts and Events in Sioux Falls. The Big Sioux Royal Weekend is a cheer and dance competition taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. The competition runs from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday's hours are 9 to 6. Vote for your favorite burger during the Downtown Burger Battle in Sioux Falls. 50 businesses are competing for bragging rights through January 31st. Burgers are rated on flavor, patty, toppings, bun, and presentation. Great Bear Ski Valley in Sioux Falls is open for skiing and snowboarding from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tubing hours are 9 a.m. to 8:30, followed by laser tubing from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I need to get Great Bear on because I need to know what laser tubing is.
It's tubing at night with lights, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy skiing and snowboarding on the northern Black Hills. Terry Peak Ski Area is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Lace up a pair of skates at Jacobson Plaza in downtown Sioux Falls. The Ice Ribbon is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday's hours are noon to 8 p.m. Admission is $5. Skate rentals are $3. Public indoor skating at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls goes from 1 to 3 p.m. The cost is $9, $7 for children, and rentals are $4. Reach for the stars at the Washington Pavilion's interactive exhibit, Space Explorers Mission Infinity. It's located in the Kirby Science Discovery Center. The hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday's hours are noon to 5. The Wells Fargo Cinedome and Sweetman Planetarium features T-Rex, Unseen Universe, 321 Liftoff, Wings Over Water, and Experience the Aurora. Movies playing at the Historic State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls include The Plague, Blue Moon, and Wings. The Palace Theater in Laverne, Minnesota is featuring Song Sung Blue, rated PG-13. Showtime is 7 p.m. Sunday's matinee is 2 o'clock. Tickets are $8 for adults and $6 for children. New movie releases playing at a theater near you include Greenland 2, Migration, and I Was a Stranger, both rated PG-13, plus Primate and Is This Thing On, both rated R. And the Sioux Falls Stampede take on the Muskegon Lumberjacks in USHL hockey action. The puck drops at the Denny Sanford Premier Center at 6:05.
Ooh, that was a long list, Perry.
A lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, for the start. Well, no, this is not the first week of 2026 or
No,
weekend, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
But,
that's right. That was last week. Oh, what the heck?
The year's almost over.
Yeah,
It's
it's
right?
almost done now. Well, we're almost done with Boredom Busters, but we still have one more list to read, and that's Sundays. So let's give Perry a chance to take a breath, maybe sip some water, and then we'll come back, and he's going to read that Sunday list. Stay with us. And welcome back to Boredom Busters. Perry, you still have a lot to get to. We got to get to Sunday's weekend list. I want you to take it away.
Okay, here's what's happening on Sunday. Enjoy a day on the slopes at Great Bear Ski Valley in Sioux Falls. Skiing and snowboarding hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The tubing hill is open from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. A ski racing competition to benefit the National Alliance on Mental Illness begins at 1 p.m. It costs $10 to enter. Start the new year with drop-in crafts at AMC Collective in Sioux Falls. They include making pine cone bird feeders and pipe cleaner snowflakes. The hours are 1 to 4 p.m. The Old Courthouse Museum in downtown Sioux Falls is featuring the exhibit Parades, Picnics, and Pageants, South Dakota Celebrates. The exhibit includes images from the Kelloland Gold Rush that brought thousands of people to the small town of Manchester, South Dakota back in 1961. Museum hours are noon to 5 p.m. Check out the snakes, turtles, lizards, and alligators on display at the new Reptile Adventure Zoo in Sioux Falls. It's located in the former driver's license exam station on West Russell Street. There's also a gift shop, and the hours are 11 to 6. And I got to tell you, I was shot a story there at the zoo this past week, and I got to hold a little alligator.
How big?
He's a 2-year-old. He's about that long.
Okay.
They tape up his snout so he couldn't bite.
Oh, so he can't get you?
But you got to kind of watch his tail too, because he likes to.
Was he gonna whip you with it?
No, he was gonna. I don't know if he's gonna try to or not, but he liked to be scratched behind his eyes. He kind of likes that. So
with his tail?
No, with my
like
I scratch him. I have to
with
I have
your
to pet
tail.
him.
Got it.
Exactly.
All right, let's keep going.
But I survived.
Good. I'm glad.
All right. Movies playing at the Historic State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls include The Plague, Blue Moon, and Treasure Planet. The Sioux Falls Skyforce takes on the Rip City Remix in NBA G League basketball action. I had to look up what Rip City was.
Yeah. Well,
And
what is it?
Turns out to be Portland, Oregon. So
Okay.
they're an affiliate. The Remix are an affiliate with the Trailblazers. So they're playing Sunday afternoon. The tip-off is at 3:05 p.m. at the Sanford Pentagon. And enjoy AFC Wildcard Football playoff action on KELOLAND TV. CBS Sports coverage begins at 11 a.m. Central Time with the NFL Today. And that's followed by the Buffalo Bills at the Jacksonville Jaguars at noon.
Phew, you did it, Perry.
We got through it. The
We
first
did
Boredom
it.
Busters of the new year.
Yes, that's so exciting to think about. We have so much more. We got a lot of the year to go
There's
through,
a
don't
lot
we?
coming up in the next 12 months, that's for sure.
I know. Man, you've held quite a couple reptiles from that reptile zoo now.
Yeah,
though.
earlier we held a python, right? A ball python.
That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Now you got little alligators. I wonder what else they have up their sleeves for you to try next at the
I could try a
reptile zoo.
full-size alligator.
Could you?
Well, like
The
in
next
theory.
package, you're wrestling an alligator. I could probably. Who knows what you could be doing next? You have any New Year's resolutions or anything? Anything to look forward to for the new year?
Just to make sure I get all the Boredom Busters in.
Yes. Dude, I know the powers that be are watching right now, like, yes, Perry. Yes.
How about you? What are your resolutions?
I was trying to think about this during a lot of Inside the Newsroom segments because I kept asking people, like, what are your resolutions? And they asked me too, and I still like don't have one. What didn't you do a package recently about New Year's resolutions too?
Ask
last
people.
year?
Ask people about they were just kind of refocusing on their careers and their personal lives and that kind of thing. And a lot of people don't like to make resolutions. They told me that because it just adds a little more stress to the
That's
new
what
year.
it was. Yeah, they said it was stressful, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm the same way. But I'm like good with like goals, deadlines. I mean, that's what this job is. It's all a big deadline. So like, I feel like a resolution could help and stick with me. But I don't know. I really don't have one. Maybe to keep a hair color. I always dye my hair like every 3 months or so. And so like maybe if I could just stick to a style,
Stick with for the whole year.
I'd be pretty. Yeah, that would be pretty much
Wow.
a goal. I don't know. That would be my goal. Well, Perry, I think we have to wrap it up for Boredom Busters. This first episode of 2026. Anything else you want to say?
Just Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Have fun out this weekend. If you go outside, stay warm. If you stay inside, great. And I hope that we busted your boredom. And until next time, have a great weekend, everyone.
See ya.
We can wave, Perry. We can wave. Do it. Yes.